What's up, y'all? This your girl Coco K, and we are back for another episode at the Black Business Bureau. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe to this video, and we just gonna go ahead and get into it. So first things first, y'all already know I had an amazing time speaking at the Money Mobster event this weekend. I mean, it was just full of Black entrepreneurs. I mean, the energy was amazing. Mr. Billy Sparks, he did amazing. Mr. Keyshawn Brown, he did amazing. I mean, like, it was just everything that I imagined that it was going to be. I can't wait till next year. So if you missed out, you better tune in and you better stay locked in for when them tickets drop so you can be there next year. You can be in the building. You feel me? You ain't got to hear about it. You ain't got to see about it. You just going to be about it. You feel me? All right. So that brings me to the topic of today, right? I didn't know that there were still so many people that didn't know how to set their business up correctly. Everybody, you know, they hear about the funding, they hear about the loans, they hear about the grants, they hear about the credit, but yet you still don't even have an LLC. These people have to know that you are legit, okay? All right, so first things first, a lot of people start out as a DBA. DBA means doing business as. That's totally fine. Pretty much that's like a sole proprietorship, right? But you want to go to your government site in whatever state that you live in, right? So I live in the state of Georgia. So people from Georgia will go to sos.ga.gov, okay? And they would click on business entities, and you're going to click on like the online application. You're going to go into their online site where you pretty much do everything after you build your business. But right now, you're going to go to online services and you're going to create your business. It's going to ask you if you want to be a S Corp, C Corp. Are you a sole proprietorship? Are you an LLC? Are you a nonprofit? It's going to ask you all these questions. When I tell y'all that you really do not have to go to LegalZoom and pay them $1,500 to set up your business correctly, like you don't have to do it. It takes like $100 to set your business up. And once you pay these $100, your articles of incorporation are going to come back within like 5 days. Okay. So it takes little money and it takes little time. Like I ask people, oh, well, do you have your LLC? And they're like, oh, I'm working on it. Well, what are you working on? Because you already doing business. You already have a product. I'm just confused about like what you working on, what you waiting on. Okay. I don't know. Let me know. Okay. So why you need an LLC, this is letting people know that you are an official business and you're registered with the state of Georgia or whatever state that you're in. People want to know, like, if I'm giving you this money, I need to know that you're a real business, okay? Especially with all that PPP stuff, people was just pulling stuff out their butt, okay? So these people are not going to give you no money if they don't even know that you're real, okay? So next, you're going to create an EIN number. So an EIN number is basically a social security number for your business. This is going to be attached to your business as far as getting business credit, as far as opening bank accounts, anything that you want to do, especially with money, they're going to ask you for your EIN number. All right. You're going to go to irs.gov. That's it. And then you're going to go to create EIN. So you do have to go before. They do have like hours of operations. And I think they close at like 10 o'clock at night or something like that. Let's see. All right. Boom. There we have it. So you're going to create your EIN. This may take 10 minutes. It shouldn't even take 10 minutes. Probably 10, 15 minutes at the max to do. And you get your EIN right then and there. As soon as you complete that form, you get your EIN. Now, one important thing to do, hey, please listen up. Please pay attention to this part. When you get your EIN, make sure you save it as a file. Make sure you screenshot it. Make sure you write your EIN down. Make sure you note it in your phone. Because once this page is gone, you're going to have to jump through some hoops to get it back, okay? So make sure you got your number. Make sure you wrote it down. Make sure you print it out. Make sure you have documentation of your EIN number because this is going to be your baby. The same way your social security number is your baby, your EIN number is going to be your baby, all right? So now we are going to go open a business bank account. All right. So a lot of people choose to go with whatever bank that they're with. And I feel like that is a good idea because you already have a relationship with that bank, especially if you want to open a line of credit. Like I have a credit bureau, but I also have a Wells Fargo business bank account, and I have a Lending Club bank account. Right now, I would say the reason why I like the Lending Club is because I do get interest on my money like every month, even if it's a couple of cents. I mean, that's better than, your bank account probably has an annual percentage yield, but I get some kind of yield like every month. Like I say, even if it's a little bit of change. So depending on how much money you have in your business bank account, you could possibly get a good yield back at the end of every month, okay? So like I said, that is the Lending Club. A couple of banks that I have ran across on social media that people say are good that I actually want to try out is like the Key Bank. They say that they will give up to $50,000 to new businesses. I haven't tried this, but this is just information that I have come across, so I just want to share it. And if you open up any of these banks and you find that you like them, make sure you come back and you drop your opinions, pros and cons in the comment box below. To each one, teach one, right? To help somebody else out. The Republic Bank, they said that this is a relationship-based bank. So basically that means that you're going to open a business checking account and $50, $100, $500. Just open the account. And once you have it, let it season for a little bit, literally a little bit, like 30, 45 days. And once you do that, you're going to go back and apply for credit. And I've heard that it is so easy to get a line of credit. And they're not pulling, tax returns. They're not pulling your revenue. They don't want all this stuff like that. So I heard it's really easy to get with the Republic Bank. And then you have TD Bank, right? They say you could get up to $25,000 for a brand new business. All right. Gotta check that out. So when you open your bank account, you actually want to have 3 different bank accounts. And this is only if you need these 3. Like if it's just you probably need a minimum of 2. And those 2 are going to be one for expenses and one for your revenue. But if you actually have people working for you, or maybe you pay people like 1099, W-2, whichever one, you also want to have a payroll bank account. Now, having a separate bank account for me is not just about trying to get money from other people. I had to learn this the hard way, okay? When it comes down to filing your taxes, you have to jump through so many freaking hoops when you have to go back through your own personal stuff and sort out every single thing that was personal and was business. This was business, this was personal. Like it is a lot, okay? So just save yourself that headache, save yourself that trouble, and make sure that you set up these bank accounts because you absolutely need them, okay? And make sure you get like a debit card, okay? Like I'm just saying, like when it comes down to your expenses, make sure you get one. Maybe for your revenue and your payroll, you don't need a debit card, but definitely get a debit card for your expenses, all right? So now that we have the paperwork taken care of in the background, now we're going to come to the forefront. So people don't really think about this. I know social media has grown, and a lot of people still sell things from their Facebook, Instagram, stuff like that, because they create these shops. But when it comes down to getting this big money and this good money, people need to know you are legit, okay? So with being legit comes with having a domain, right? So my domain is aaliyahsbbb.com. So you want to get your own domain. So you could go through like GoDaddy, and you could go through like Google. There are so many other resources. Typically, if a company creates websites, they'll have a place where you could click and get a domain. Typically, that's just what I have come across. But like I say, I have a domain through Google, and I think I have a domain through GoDaddy. Because like I said, like I was just jumping out there with both feet. So I was just doing stuff, right? I will say that when you get a domain through GoDaddy, or when you set up your business stuff through GoDaddy, they will offer you like a year subscription to their to Microsoft Business. And in this Microsoft Business, you can get your email with your domain name. So mine might be like cocoK@eliasbbb.com, or contact@eliasbbb.com, or info@eliasbbb.com. So you follow my drift or whatever, right? That is important, because what we're trying to do here, or what we are doing here, is we are setting our entity up as a legit business. So when people look at our stuff, they see, oh, okay, this isn't at Gmail, this isn't at Yahoo, this isn't at AOL, this isn't at Hotmail, this is a domain. It looks like a real business, right? When you hit up, Verizon, Cox, whoever, is not, oh, Cox@yahoo.com. They probably have support at Cox.com, So it is important. I'm just saying, it might not be as important, but if you want this grant money and you want like major loans and major investors, they really do look at things like that. Some people might say, oh, well, you could get this and that without doing that. That is true. And I know so, because I actually still use eliasbbb@gmail.com, but I also have a email with my domain attached to it, which I use for like legit business purposes. When it comes down to social media and this and that, yeah, I'll use my Gmail email, but I do have an email with my domain attached to it, right? So after you done made your website, and after you have set up your domain, your email with your domain attached, you are going to get a contact number. Now, I fuss at a lot of people about this. Like, I understand that, first of all, phone bills are high, especially to get like some good service and to get a good phone. I remember when, side note, I remember when you could like get this plan and you pay just a flat rate for the phone, and then you get the phone. But now they got it where they're taking money from you like every month for the phone. So please believe they gonna figure out how to capitalize off of us. All right. Anyway, story time over. So contact number. So either you could get a brand new physical phone. Like I just got me a new phone. Haha, of course it's red. So I have my personal phone and I got my business phone, because when I want to detach from business, if I want to leave my business phone, then I want to leave my business phone. If I only want to handle business and I want to leave my personal phone, then I'm going to leave my personal phone, take my business, because whoever need to get in contact with me, they probably got both numbers anyway. All right. So that's not like the number one reason why you have a personal and a business, but it's definitely a perk for me, because I will shut off from the world. I'm so busy and I got so much stuff going on. Right. But I mean, to me, with all the trolling and with everything just going on, you don't want people to have contact to your personal number, okay? Not only that, if you're one of those people that are like, okay, well, I don't answer numbers that I don't know. How are you going to know who's there for business, who's calling for business, and who's calling, to do whatever? You're not going to know, because you don't answer numbers you don't know. And these people might be calling to give you some money, and you don't know what number they calling you from. So you just like, oh, that number look crazy, I'm not gonna answer. But at least if they're calling you on your business phone, you know that it's business related, or other than somebody else had the number and they calling you and they just don't know they don't have that number anymore. But you know that it's business related, so you need to at least answer the phone, okay? Because you can always hang up if you need to. I'm just saying. So the other option, besides getting another actual physical phone, is to use SmartLine. So this is also something that is powered by GoDaddy, and I use this for a really, really long time. I'm just not paying like the first phone bill on this new phone, because it was just like, okay, let me just get a new phone, because this app is just not doing it for me. Okay. I think I did something to my notifications, like sometimes I get them, sometimes I don't. I don't know. But to prevent that from happening at all, I just got a new phone. So therefore, all my business, even when I do like my editing, when I'm making my thumbnails, when I'm making ads, when I'm making anything, like when I need to save certain pictures and I know that it's business related, I save it to my personal phone. I meant my business phone, right? So for me, it's about like organization. All right. I'm like organized chaos, but I still like to be organized because within all that chaos, I know that I got little sections, right? So you want to have a business number, even if it's through SmartLine and it's only $10 a month, right? But that's okay because we are going to make sure we sign up for SmartLine with our business bank account that's for our expenses, because this is a business expense, right? And it's going to come out every month, and we're just going to make sure that we have our money on auto draft if we're not generating enough revenue, okay? We're going to make sure we got our money from auto draft from our personal account to our business account. But not only that, you're going to make sure that your money is on auto draft from your revenue to your expenses to cover your expenses for the month. All right. So, like I said, you want to make sure you have your bank accounts set up. But I just want to go back to that because people, I mean, I know people do it because I did it, and I did it for over a year. Okay. And when tax time came, it took me a really long time to file my taxes because I was just like, I was literally just dreading going through my accounts because I had credit cards and I had debit cards, not just one. I had multiple of each. So I literally had to go through these things, go through my emails. You know what I'm saying? Like, just make it easy for yourself in the beginning and go ahead and set these things up right. And if you don't have these things, stop everything that you're doing, go to the top of this list and work your way down. And then you could just continue business as usual. Okay. And I don't say that as in like, okay, stop doing business, whatever. I just mean, you know, you don't have to worry about that. You can put it behind you and just move forward. All right. So then the last thing that I would say is that you want to make sure that you set up a NAV account, right? NAV.com. Now, when you go to NAV is going to give you access to your business credit, your business profile, right? So if you don't have any business credit, if you sign up for the plan that NAV has a plan that will report to the credit bureau. So you have Equifax, you have Experian, and then you have your Paydex score. So they are used in a different kind of way. It's not like from 0 to 800, and they give you a grade like A, B, C, or D, and your grade lets them know like what kind of risk you are based on your business and based on your credit history. So NAV is really important. You can also see like your personal business reports, because you can start at tier 1, which are your net 30s, your net 60s, your net 90s. You can start at tier 1 just off of, you know, no PG. And so no PG means no personal guarantee. That means that they're not using any of your credit. They're not using any of your stuff, right? They're only using your EIN. If anybody asks you for your social security number, throw up red flags and make sure you see something that says that they are not running your credit and they're running your business credit, okay? But like I say, nav.com, set up the account that does report. I think it's the account that's like $80. The one that's like $9.99 or the free account, it doesn't report to the credit bureau. But if you use this one, this could be your first company that's reporting to the credit bureau, right? Make sure you set up your account, right? And then after this, I mean, you should be good. You should be able to fly. You should be able to go to Quill. You should be able to go to Uline. You should be able to go to Shirtsy. You should be able to go to Fair. You see what I did there? I just dropped y'all a couple of net 30, no PG companies to get your credit started too. Like I told you, I got you. I'm dropping these gems right quick. You feel me? So you should be able to go to these accounts, businesses, pages, websites, companies, whatever, and open your first credit line. Now, what people don't tell you is they be taxing, especially Quill. They be taxing. Like, go look at some snacks on Quill and then go look at some snacks at like Sam's.com. They be taxing. But I guess it's because they don't put any interest on your stuff, so that's their way of getting their interest. And I mean, for the sake of building your business credit, it's totally fine. If you have brick and mortar, you can order office supplies from here. You could order office snacks from here. You could order packaging supplies. I mean, you could order so much stuff off of these websites that you can actually use like in your house for your business. But right now, the whole point is building business credit. All right. Give these things about 60, 90 days. Let some stuff get reported to your credit report. And then if your credit is good, you can move to tier 2. But I don't want to flood y'all with too much information, because I really want to make sure that if you are watching this video, then you are starting from the bottom, because then we're going to be there. You feel me? So just a little quick overview. What we're going to do. We are going to get our articles of incorporation. We're going to go to our government website and we are going to sign up. Personally, I have an LLC and I have a nonprofit. So we're going to sign up and get your articles of incorporation. It takes like $100 and 5 days. That's it. Then you are going to go to irs.gov to get your EIN number. Literally takes no more than 15 minutes. 5 if you type fast and you process information really fast. Make sure that you save a copy of your EIN number. The page that it gives you where your EIN pops up, save it. Click print, click save as PDF and save it, okay? Or click print and actually print it. Take a picture of it with your phone. Make a note of your EIN in your phone, because after this page is gone, you're going to have to pull teeth to get it back, all right? Then open your business account. Use the bank that you already have. Do research on other banks. Look at the pros and cons. Look at if they give you any interest rates back, and make sure you open your business account. Make sure you open an expense account and a revenue account at the least, okay? At the least, open an expenses and a revenue. But if you actually have employees or you pay other people to do things on a constant basis, whether they are 1099 or W-2, you also want to get a bank account for payroll, all right? Don't forget to make sure that you have all of your automatic expenses, any classes that you pay for, any products that you pay for, any inventory that you pay for, any marketing, advertising. All of this stuff is coming out of your expense account, right? And your money is going to be automatically dragged from your revenue to your expenses on a routine basis to make sure that you have money to cover this. All right, this is going to take some discipline, and this is really going to take some attention. All right, you're going to have to pay attention. But we are setting this up so we can grow in money. We can get funding. We can get grants. We can get loans. We can get credit. So it's okay to put in that little bit of work, because the amount of work that you put in is going to be the reward. That's how big that reward is going to be that you get back based on the amount of work that you put in. So now we're going to go get a domain. We're going to use Google. We're going to use GoDaddy or whatever site that you want to get your domain, and then we're going to go and we're going to create a website. So you're going to go to Fiverr. Fiverr will do it for you. I mean, you have people that will do it from $20 to $60 to $100. There's a wide range of vendors, of creators on this website for whatever you need. You can go to Fiverr, get your logo. I mean, just go to Fiverr and just look through all the products and all the services that they offer. Fiverr, if you want to do it yourself, you can use WordPress, you can use Shopify, you can use GoDaddy. These are all websites that you can go on and you have access to make your own website, okay? After you make your website, after you got your domain, really in between getting your domain and your website, you want to create your domain email, your email with your domain name in it. So it might be cocoK@aliasbbb.com, right? Instead of cocoK@gmail.com or yahoo.com or hotmail.com. Then you want to go and you want to get you a business phone number, whether you use Smartline, which is powered through GoDaddy, or you get another physical phone. You want to make sure you get another phone line, right? Then you want to set up your NAV account, nav.com, and this is going to allow you to keep track of your business credit and your personal credit at the same time. Make sure you sign up for the account that allows your account to be reported to the credit bureau. Now you're going to go to nav and set up your account. That's nav.com. Now, when you set up your nav account, you're going to make sure that you select the right one, which is going to report to the credit bureaus, because this is going to be your first line of credit before you go and open your net 30s. I mean, you don't necessarily have to do this one first, but it's a good way to keep up with your net 30s and who is reporting to who, right? So it's a great way to keep up with your credit report for your business and your personal. Everything is going to be right there in one, and it reports to the credit bureaus, right? And like I said, you got Equifax, Experian, and you got Paydex, which is Duns and Bradstreet. So while you at it, just go ahead and go right on over to dunsandbradstreet.com and get you a Duns number, right? I'm going to run that back, get you a Duns number, because I know my voice was a little squeaky just then. So set up your LLC, set up your EIN, set up your bank account, set up your domain, set up your web page and your email, set up your business contact number, and then you're going to set up your nav account. All right. And after y'all do this, y'all are going to be ready for our next episode when we really get into getting this business credit started. All right. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and make sure you come back for our next video. Make sure you get those notifications. So we gonna drop this knowledge, and we're going to set our business up like it's supposed to be set up. And we're not just gonna run as a DBA, because we're going to get those credit lines. We're going to get those loans. We're going to get those investors. We're going to get those grants. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and speak it, because our stuff is set up in the right way, and we're not gonna have to go back and do it. And we really not gonna have to pay anybody to do it, because it's so easy, right? This your girl Coco K from the Black Business Bureau, and we are